G-Sauce. Lulu here. Question. What can be broken but never held? The answer is a promise. That's right, the promise we had of Dawntrail. When we were promised that we were going on holiday with this expansion, I packed my bikini, suntanning lotion, and my high hopes ready for this. We got scammed. To my fucking surprise, little did I know that I'd turn up to the airport to find out I'd be taking a taxi down to the local beach and adopting an annoying little ship. But wait, that's not all. Somehow the writers got bored of that plot line and decided artificial intelligence has taken over and is threatening to destroy the world. I mean, what is even happening? It's like halfway through, one of the writers turned to the other like, "Hey, Ryota, let's just go do some cocaine." The other guy responds like, "You know what, Koji? Slap my testicles and call me an alpaca. That sounds like the best idea yet." And that, my darlings, is how I picture Dawntrail being made. Whether you liked or disliked Dawntrail and its characters, you have to agree it could have been better. I'm about to drop my caffeine-fueled vision of what I would have done instead. Like the ship of Theseus, I'm going to replace every last little shitty encrusted part of Dawntrail, so expect it to be a bit wild. Let's do this shit. I mean, shit. I'm not so egotistical to believe I can do better than what a developer can do. It's just my retarded vision for what a holiday expansion could look like. I also have to be candid here. I did admittedly come away from Dawntrail feeling frustrated that it wasted a lot of potential. I do have to wonder though, why the hell did they bait us in with a holiday expansion only to rug pull us like a crypto scam 5 minutes later? It just felt so fucking cheap. I don't know. I mean, is that really the best you can do? Alright, enough of me being a whiny little bitch. Let's talk my idea. That's right, bub. We're going to traverse the high seas, just like we were promised, on a pirate ship adventure. So with Endwalker, Hydaelyn passed on, leaving us with the crystal for our power. I definitely feel there was a good opportunity to explore that a bit more. Maybe when Hydaelyn got mogged, we could have absorbed too much ether, which would have launched us out of there like a fucking ice agent. Yeah, you shut the fuck up, I'm getting to the good part. So the expansion starts with us floating in the sea with us facing upward. A shadow is cast upon us of an interesting female Hrothgar. It would be my version of Wuk-Lamat, a fierce, capable, funny captain of a pirate ship called the Nomad. To give an idea what her personality would be like, just remember Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, who is a fucking badass. So yeah, the first time you meet her, she literally saves you out of the sea and recruits you to join her crew. I mean, how fucking cool would that be? It would be the perfect introduction to her race, and you be endeared to her straight away. It would also make sense to have her teach you the new Viper job with it being pirate-like. Anyway, you awaken in the ship to find your ether fuse has been blown, essentially losing all of your godlike power, but keeping your knowledge and limited ability of the Echo. So yeah, instead of a babysitting mission, it will be one filled with adventure and to help out a capable captain on a hunt for some lost treasure. It turns out in my story that Captain Greed was a past incarnation of Emmett Selk. Spoiler, by the way. But that information would get revealed later in the expansion. And that is why at the end of Endwalker, he suggested you go check out the other side of the planet. I don't know. I think it would be hilarious to hear the voice actor return and do a pirate voice. It would only add to the fun, I think. So yeah, Captain Greed was a legendary pirate who existed hundreds of years ago and amassed an insane amount of wealth and power. Using his influence, he established a new pirate capital free from law called Haven. There is, of course, the black market on the backside of the city, which of course we'd have to venture into. His final act was establishing a pirate council with all ruling captains of that time, which still exists to this day and is held together by a thread. Then all of a sudden, at the peak of his power, just yeeted himself out of there without a word, leaving behind his legend.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward.
Don't mind me, just checking if you're still awake. So yeah, all sign of Captain Greed and his treasure was gone. That was until our ether explosion. It kicked into life Emmett Selk's emergency protocol, which activated a hologram in New Haven City. It gave specific instructions to those who are worthy on how to obtain his treasure. I know what you're thinking. One Piece, right? Let me cook, all right. So, as you can imagine, it's like Pokemon just dropped their new card release at Walmart. Motherfuckers fighting tooth and nail just to get a taste of that sweet, sweet apple pie. I mean shit. Even the Discord moderators and basement dwellers come crawling out of the woodwork to get a sniff. You'll have to make spit handshake alliances with other captains along the way, but also defend yourself from some of them trying to undermine your efforts. The hope, of course, is to create drama. How about not having it being a world-ending scenario for the 7th fucking time? Aren't you tired of that shit yet? Or is it just me? Well, time to meet the main antagonist, Admiral Knives. She comes from a royal empire somewhat similar to Queen Victoria's rule of Great Britain. She is very similar to that girl boss that Yoshi P simps for.
Step on me, please.
Yeah, Yotsuyu. She basically doesn't take any shit, and I just want another bad bitch in this game. She will of course be that villain you would love to hate. She is only after one thing, and that is power. Power for her nation, and she will stop at nothing to secure that for her empire. I don't know, just give us something to simp for. Finally, there's one pirate who thinks he should be the one leading things. His name is Captain Red. He thinks the Pirate Council are basically crusty old boomers and wants to take action. He will be a constant thorn in your side as you try to find your way to the legendary treasure. Ideally, I'd write it so you despise him, as I'm sick of every villain in this game having their own perspective and getting a redemption arc. No, just let people just be villains, damn it. Having a redemption robs you of giving you the pleasure of kicking them in the teeth and doing a lame dance on their corpse. So, what is the treasure? Well, spoiler, it is a big scam put in place by Emmett Selk. Anyone with a lust for power and greed would make a perfect vessel for his reincarnation. The final fight would see a big menage a trois between you, Captain Red, and Admiral Blade. Alright, settle down, you horny fuckers. After the fight, it causes the cavern you're in to start to collapse around you. Your crew comes to the rescue to drag you and the unconscious body of Admiral Blade out, leaving Captain Red to enter the chambers. The doors close behind him. Suddenly, huge beams of light lock him into place. The machines whir to life, and the reincarnation of Emmett Selk begins. That's when the credits roll. That's when you and your crew make like a tree and get out of there. As always, there is a post-credit scene where it shows Emmett Selk waking up. I do hope it leaves you wanting more and hopefully questioning things like, is he evil or will he be good? Will he remember the events from Endwalker? Just allowing the player to consider the possibilities of the future is what made this game great. I really want to return that feeling back to the game, because right now I honestly couldn't give a flying, fat, dry, humping fuck about the future patches of Dawntrail. I really do want to care though. Just give me something good. For my patch quests, however, you'd be teaming up with Emmett Selk to track and take down Admiral Knives, which of course would lead into the next expansion, which would feature the Blackwell Empire as the main antagonist. Anyway, sounded pretty cool in my mind. Okay, that's it from me. I did cut out 10 minutes of talking in the interest of time, where I went over features like wanting a water park version of the gold saucer. I also wanted a full rework of the combat system to bring back class identity, because let's be real, it sucks. Also, I want to see a permanent companion who you could gear up and glamour up to whatever you like. You know, pretty much like the system in that Star Wars MMO. Right, that's all folks. Thank you very fuck for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now get out of here, you little shits.